Siemano wszystkim, z tej strony Waleczny, witam w kolejnym odcinku z gry Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Dzisiaj pójdziemy sobie do Semina i zobaczymy, co tu zrobić trzeba. Bo ja nawet za bardzo nie pamiętam tej misji, o co tu chodzi.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey, you alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? No, I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samine is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck where you're from. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
Co? Nie jestem gotowy. Jest! Dołożyłem mu.
Come on. Oh, you wee bastard!
What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Granddad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that line?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
You say Radovan sent you, eh? Some trouble with that cart, is it, lad?
Yes. Actually, it seems to have vanished.
My God! Anyway, Lord Sabine should hear whatever it is you want to tell me. But we can't go rousing him at this hour, can we? Come back in the morning. Or at least before noon.
All right,
Przyjdę.
I'll come then.
All right. I'll go and get some shut-eye too. If I can manage it over the racket them drunken Moravians are making.
Przepraszam. I co, ja mam przyjść rano? Udaj się do Semina. Tu jest ten semin?
I bought a lovely U-boat the other day for a great price.
What good's a bow to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money.
Didn't you hear that the king himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand?
Which king would that be?
But when the
To
king
jest albo tu,
his subjects have to
albo do góry. Ale nie, chyba tu.
obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from...
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
Aha. Ale to sobie zrobimy później. To chyba nie tu. To chyba do góry ten semin ma być.
Go away.
Greetings.
Przeczekamy. Dobra. No i gdzie żeś polas? Udaj się do semina, dobra. Czyli tutaj. Ale już wiemy, gdzie możemy konia załatwić. Ja to jakoś w swojej pierwszej grze na prywatnym save'ie pominąłem tego pierwszego konia. Tak, bo można mieć 2 konie w tej grze. Jakby. I co jeszcze miałem powiedzieć? A, powiem wam, że jeszcze tej misji to ja nie spotkałem tej misji, że tu musiałem się z kimś bić. No i dlatego to mnie trochę zdziwiło. Może ją pominąłem jakoś w swoim prywatnym save'ie, tę misję. A może nie. Powiem tak, zobaczymy co będzie dalej. No, uciekasz mi, gościu. Ewidentnie.
Greeting. How can I help?
I'm here.
Right. Come on then. We'll go to Lord Sameen and you can tell him everything.
And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone. What we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
so-
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yuriko is shit-faced, and your son
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above! And how are you gonna ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
I figured I'd just run along behind you.
You could, but even with them young legs of yours, you'd hold us back. You're in need of a horse.
Those don't come cheap.
True. But your luck's in, lad. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
No, that's all. But we should get going.
My thoughts exactly. Off to the courtyard, then.
Idź na spotkanie. To jest problem, bo ja konia nie mam.
That Boba gave you a pasting here.
A B gdzie jest? Nie ma B. B to chyba wykonamy, jak wykonamy C. Dobra. Jestem blisko. Jestem blisko.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovitz.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of
Jednak
wine
muszę
again.
podążać za
I knew
nimi.
this
To
wedding
się
wouldn't
najwyżej
be cheap,
wytnie tą
and
drogę.
I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble. Even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy
Nie wiem, czy
fight.
robię
Look
dobrze,
here, lad. If you're
zaczynając
such a
tą misję
champion,
bez konia, ale
I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
I don't
trójeczka.
know, sir. I'm
Tu
not
się
sure it's a
trochę
good idea.
obrazić, ale
Well,
trudno.
lad, that's tough. Since no one cares much what you think right now, there's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
Gdzie nie jadą? Oni jadą do Zamku Troski, czy do Troskowic? Nie wiem.
So, we're here. Harley, tell the youngster here what's what.
Co, będziemy musieli...
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Samin. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly.
Ale wy macie
Hold on,
zbroję.
Bo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
Miecz, topór, buzdygan. Miecz.
Sword?
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. A sword belongs in noble hands. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it. I also looked through the saddlebags and found an old jupon, and something that could pass for a helmet. You better take it, so you last at least a little while.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen.
Pałka. Dobra, będziemy walczyć pałką. Hełm. Aha. Czepiec, hełm. Co nam tu jeszcze dał? To... Mogę dać to nawet pod to. Trochę oszukamy. I pałka. Co jest lepsze, ta pałka? Ten kordelas. 18,6. Zberta. A, tu jest. Serce. Kordelas 80. Siekiera. No, pałka trochę słabsza. Tu masz hełm,
So,
gościu.
young un, are you ready?
All right,
Tak.
let's.
Ej, nie tak szybko.
What do you say, son?
Dostałem już te? No, zaskoczył mnie gościu.
So, young un, are you ready?
Tak.
All right, let's.
What do you say, son?
Nie było łatwo.
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
That's true. And you handled this too, sir. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he's saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
Do Troskowic. Co? Zbugowaliście się? Nie gadajcie. O. Coś jest. Ściągnij. Nie. O. Mogę.
I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. Don't worry about losing, lad. You've got some talent, I can tell. You should come to the courtyard and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
I'm from Silver Scallops, sir.
Aha! Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern in turn. There's no helping the dead anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
Kurde, to będzie chyba długa misja.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village.
Oni mają
Come and
zbroję,
bother me.
abym z
And
nimi
I'm
i tak
really
nie
not in the
wygrał.
mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
As you wish, sir.
Gdzie ten wójt jest? Tu?
Greetings to you.
Nie no, wójt był zawsze tu.
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding, you know?
Seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master Bailiff.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all. Although not everyone sees eye to eye with me. Lord Semin would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the decisions up to him. Who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like I have a burning desire to deal with it, but if I'm going to pay for it...
I understand. But isn't it just that the groom's family is more concerned about these things?
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semin is a noble and I'm just a commoner. Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that piddling estate of his.
You're right, Master Bailiff. Don't worry, though. People will find out you spared no expense for your daughter's wedding.
Let's hope. More like that old miser will go around saying the opposite and put me to shame.
I don't think Lord Semin would do that. Do you know anything about Radovan's hired hands?
Only what I've told you. But to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind if they never turned up again.
Why's that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, and Radovan praises them, but I know people. That pair have mischief in their eyes. I can tell.
That'll be all.
To tyle.
Thanks.
Teraz pogadać z tym gościem, nie?
Well then, young man, how did it go?
They were spotted here, sir. Going to the east, towards Apollonia.
So to Yichin? The bastards! And what about my goods?
Oh, they were driving so fast, it was falling off the cart.
The thieving scum. Let's hurry. To Yichin.
Sir, I can send a message to the Itchin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long. We'll go and get them ourselves.
Won't you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yichin and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yichin any time.
Co dobrze, że jest ta opcja podążaj, bo Henry się w ogóle nie męczy jak
I
podąża.
remember that place, but I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh,
So, St. Anthony, which way now?
while you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir, but don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
Zbadaj okolice przy cmentarzu. Co tu mogę badać?
God bless.
Did you see a cart drive through here by any chance?
All the time, friend, from Troskovich to Yichin and back. Sometimes even a slow cart with a dead body.
I'm looking for a cart loaded with goods from the blacksmith. Probably moving fast.
Now that you mention it, I do recall something of the like. They even dropped a sack of charcoal. When you go out of the cemetery onto the road, you should see it right there on the right-hand side.
Very well.
Tu bym się musiał włamywać. Tak, cmentarz wiem. Pójdźmy do kaplicy. Łamanie trudne. Pokrzywa. Myślałem, że coś znalazłeś szczególnego.
I'll need a spade for this.
Aha. Ale nie mam łopaty. To i tak nic. Z tego. Okrągła czapka. Po co mi to? A mam coś z tobą jeszcze do porozmawiania?
I'm Henry. And you must be the local gravedigger, right?
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place, are you? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
Now, I'm more interested in the grave
Ah, once you...
You got a big cemetery.
Ain't it? But we're all equal.
What's the story with the dead people?
The story? They're dead. What more is there to tell?
But you said there's been a lot of people...
Well, it ain't usual for people to get off by the cartload out here in the sticks.
I don't know. Hadn't really thought about it that way.
That might be the reason then, hey?
What?
Look, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying there's a lot of people dying. If things keep up like this, I'll be out of work in no time. There'll be no one left to bury.
Being a gravedigger must be a lonely job, eh? What are your duties?
Funny a young lad like you is so interested in grave digging.
Well, I'm only asking.
That figures. Youngsters these days wouldn't know hard work.
Are you offering me a job?
No.
And how do you know that?
You've got that look. I can...
Could you be more specific?
You just aren't cut. It's a service.
But seriously, Ignat.
Gravedigger? Well, I have...
Sounds appealing.
Not all that glitters is
Nie wiem,
gold,
czy dobrze
lad.
robię, że z nim rozmawiam.
Gravedigger's got it hard. I pick up dead animals on... That's why people... It's so ingrained.
No na pewno
Can't
tylko,
even
że
go
jest
to-
grabarzem i o swoim...
Have you been a gravedigger your whole...
I did think about it once. I wanted to be a knacker in Yitchy. That really pissed me off, so I said, fuck it.
So you've always been here?
And what of it?
I'm not from these parts, and I've seen a few conciliation crosses around here. What do they mean?
The same as where you come from, I reckon. They mark spots where the sins of man came to be regretted later.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
Aye, like when or if the law's the sinner, then...
Where does he get the
Where do you think?
You're in charge of the...
I know how to...
So they're all your work?
I wish. You might find if all I know...
Do you know any more stories?
Aye, I do.
Unfortunately, I had to bury both my parents recently.
My condolences, lad.
Thank you. I just don't know if it was done right.
Did you witness their deaths?
Unfortunately. They were killed in front of my eyes.
Oh, I understand that's never easy.
I dug their grave next to our smithy. We didn't have a church in our village.
Well, I'm certain there's...
Dobra, koniec
See you
rozmowy.
later, my friend.
Zadanie to sobie od niego weźmiemy później.
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir.
Aha,
You'll have the
już
car back
idziecie.
in no time.
I just hope we find the horses too.
Ej, co wy
Our
robicie?
milker here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to
Pijani
drag it
jesteście?
back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in
Dobra.
these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
It's not my place to talk of such things, sir.
You see, Gnarly? At least the lad knows his place and the order of the world.
Or
Nie
he's
wiem, o
afraid
czym
to
oni
speak his mind,
gadają,
sir.
ale
None of this would be happening if we had a
wolałem się
king.
wymówić.
And I mean a real one, not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
No to i tak mało istotnie o czym
When
po
you've got
drodze
Moravian
sobie gadają jak
relatives
jadą,
eating you out of house and home.
więc nie muszę tego czytać.
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar, right enough. Where the hell could that
Co,
cart
pułapka
have
jakaś
vanished?
będzie, czy
Well,
coś?
that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And
Yeah.
you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
Ja po bokach szukam, a pewno mam szukać gdzieś tu. węgiel rozsypany.
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
No i co, przyszli? Przyszli.
What did I do to you? Well, now, here we have it.
No ten tu stał jeden i nic nie widział, nie? Oczywiście Henry musiał znaleźć. Bo oni są ślepi.
The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you. They got ambushed by them bastards that's on the rampage around here, sir.
Oh, be
No,
quiet.
tu nic nie ma,
You
szkoda.
still can't be sure of anything.
Ah, Apollonia. I spent a lot of time running around here.
Dobra, już chyba z pół godziny dobry ten odcinek nagrywamy.
Place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my
Na dół
leg
idziemy,
stuck in a
panowie,
crevice a
na
bit
dół.
further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Sameen was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why's that, sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different tune if you'd had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now, she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the windows, and the whirring of the spinning wheel. Oh. Shh. Wait a moment. Do you hear that?
I do. There's somebody there, sure enough.
Let's get
Słyszę, ktoś
closer.
gada do siebie.
What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slatigo used to come make a fire here and jump over it. And so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
You really saw that? Tell him I'm not having him on. You saw it too.
True. He ain't yanking your pizzle. I saw it with my own two eyes. She had one different than the other.
All right.
Those definitely aren't the
That
blacksmith's
ain't
hands.
normal. Everyone must be laughing at the wench. Why? Some people might like it. I don't know who'd like that. And did they do something? What? You imagine they did? Right up in the dark?
So how's it look, Sonny? How many?
I saw 3. And they don't look like Radovan's hands.
And what about my goods?
Przez to powinniśmy
didn't
dać
see
rady.
It looked more like a patrol. I reckon there might be more of them hereabouts.
Seems we can't avoid a fight. I hope you're ready, Henry.
Sure am, sir.
Just watch and don't get your arse kicked like during training.
So, how are we gonna do it? Do you just want to charge them, sir?
What else do you suggest?
Someone could go back up top and try to take one of them down with an arrow before we charge them. There's a good view of the camp from up there.
Good idea. Borrow my crossbow. My shoulder's giving me jip anyway.
All right, sir.
Climb up top, and as soon as you shoot the first time, we'll charge them. And make sure you don't hit one of us.
Right you are, Captain.
Czekajcie. Skoro ja mam kuszę, to muszę wyposażyć. Czy lepszy kordelas? A mam bełty? Bełt od kuszy.
Never ordained hunter.
I was. Stumbled in the forest chapel by Wyprawa.
Like, fuck he ordained you. Just 'cause old Stumble poured some pond water on your head in the woods don't mean a damn thing.
Stumble's a priest.
Stumble is a drunken old fool who claims he was a priest. He can't even quote one psalm.
Don't you think he'd have a better nickname than Stumble if he was a priest?
Hey, it ain't his fault. What's wrong with his leg?
Ah, stop it, Della. What the?
Kordelas.
You swine! You don't say. You really saw that?
Zrobimy to tak samo,
I'm not kidding.
bo było dobrze.
Tell him I'm not having him on.
Kusza,
You saw it too.
bełt.
All right. But that ain't normal. Everyone must be laughing at the wench.
Why? Some people might like it.
I don't know. What the?
Kordelas.
I'll kill you. Useless. And it's done.
Dwóch ich siedzi.
Kiss your ass goodbye. No, you don't. Come on, then. You let
Go at him from the right.
He's got no chance alone. Hey, now, you die. There's more of them. Can't hit.
Kordelas wyciągnij.
Shit. Bad luck. Beats you to a bloody pulp, fucker.
Dobrze. Dawno w to nie gramy, wiecie, trochę drewniany jestem. Łup. Tu masz bełt od kuszy, przydadzą się. Klucze do skrzyni. Grzebień to się nie przyda. To się przyda. Grosze. Bandaż.
What's the hold up, damn it? What's the hold up, damn it?
Już rozmawiam z tobą.
This day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here. And none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Hard to say. I've never actually seen them. But I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
I am. Let's go.
Hold on, lad. Give me back my crossbow.
Chodźmy, nie
You
będę
weren't thinking of
przedłużać
keeping it, were
odcinka.
you?
Of
Proszę.
course. You did a good job.
I should bloody think so.
I thought we had everything clear, then, sir. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there.
O, to niepotrzebnie ci oddam tą kuszę, ona by się jeszcze przydała.
We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
On jest dobrze uzbrojony.
I wanted nothing to do with it.
Ten drugi nie,
Makes no
a
difference to
ten
me,
pierwszy
Venture.
tak.
You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Shani, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're
Ja
just
tej
common
misji w ogóle
thieves.
nie pamiętam, to ja ją
We'll
jakoś
take young Henry
pominęłem.
with me. What, me? And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours. Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
At them! You're going to get it.
Nice!
Come on,
There's more of them!
you bloody punk, fucker!
Kurde, na 2 ciosy.
Help me with them! Fucking hell! There's more of them!
Made of.
Jesus! I'm hit! I'll beat you to my strike! He's done for! I'll be done with you in a flash!
Dobra, najgorzej pójdzie z tym.
No, you don't.
Dobra, chodźmy do tamtego. Jednak, nie, dobra.
Go fuck yourself!
Should have fucking stayed
They
out
got
of
what
it.
they deserved, the fuckers! Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening? Come here!
We'll decide what to do with you later. What about your family?
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
Did you see which way he went?
No, I had other things on my hands. Besides, you're the one who's supposed to keep watch.
But they'd taken him captive. What use would he be to us?
Are you deaf? Didn't you hear what they said? They took him captive because he wanted to drive off with the
Blah,
load.
blah, blah,
They
blah.
fucked over Radovan, fucked over his lordship, and wanted to fuck over that bandit too. They were in cahoots.
Niech on
Only the
uciekł,
thief
jak on wam się
wanted to rob
poddał.
the thieves. And they deserve
Nie
the same
widzieliście?
punishment, if not more.
And what punishment can he expect? Maybe he'd surrender to me if I could promise him something.
Now listen up, Henry. We don't promise nothing to no scum. Never. He'll most likely get the rope. And if you promise him anything else, you'll be lying. Don't forget, a man's word of honor is what separates a noble from a robber.
I'll go and track him then.
Great. Hurry.
A word now.
Czemu go nie mogę dobić? Coś się zbugowało. Nie podnóś ciała. Nie nacisnę podnóś ciała, nacisnę łup. No właśnie. A, tu jest łup. Miecz, tarcza. O proszę. O proszę. Klucze do skrzyni. Kostkę może też wezmę. Najlepsze rzeczy wezmę. O proszę, o proszę, o proszę. O proszę. 140 groszy. Kielich też wezmę. I co ja tu mam zrobić? Dziennik. Schowaj. Pomocnika. Schowaj najętego pomocnika? Co? O co tu chodzi? Jakiego najętego pomocnika? Dobra, to idziemy schować tego najętego pomocnika, tylko nie wiem jak to zrobić. A tam jest obóz. Sam mam ten obóz bandytów załatwić? Miód pitny, grosze weźmiemy. No to jest najważniejsze. Głowica miecza. A wezmę. Nic ciekawego ty nie masz. Tu już ograbione, dobra. A ty? Groszki miałeś i klucze do drzwi, skrzyni. Co ja tu mam zrobić? Właściwie. Bo ja nie bardzo wiem. Ukryć jakiegoś pomocnika. Czy coś? Ja to jeszcze raz przeczytam. Schowaj najętego pomocnika. Jak go schować? Ja nikogo nie najęłem. Zaczekaj na coś tam było. Dziennik. Zaczekaj na powrót pana Semina i Senka. A gdzie oni są? Gdzie mam za nimi zaczekać? Znowu mam iść tam? Kurde. No dobra. Coś z tą misją jest nie tak, jakby, ale nie wiem. I
What did I do to you?
dziennik. Wybadaj, co się stało z zaginionym wozem.
Captain, I'd like to ask how things went with your mission.
Oh, now all of a sudden you're interested. Where the hell did you get to, you blockhead?
Powiedzmy, że
I
się
can't tell you where I was.
zgubiłem.
I mean, I don't know. I got lost.
You got a problem with your eyes, son?
No, just... I get a bit confused sometimes.
So I see. How in God's name could you get lost?
It just happened. Anyway, I'd like to know whether you found that cart.
We found it, along with those two hands.
I see. And what actually happened?
It turned out them hired hands of Radovans had ideas of their own. They made a deal with some robber baron by the name of Gules to take the cart to
Ja
him
nie
with
wiem,
the
jak
goods.
miałem schować
And they
tego
didn't cheat
najętego
only Radovan.
pomocnika,
They
naprawdę.
tried it on Gules
Skoro
too.
go nie miałem
Wanted to
najętego.
keep the loot for themselves. Only he caught them.
And you found all the goods?
More or less. You can tell Radovan he won't be seeing his hands again. I reckon that young fella was innocent in it. So we kept him to work off his debt. And that older one's decorating an alder tree near the road here.
All right, I'll tell him.
And next time Lord Sameen gives you a job, do what you're told, so as I don't have to teach you a lesson.
I will, Captain.
Farewell.
Zgłoś się do Kowala.
Hey, you can't walk around at night without the light. Do you want me to arrest you? Light it.
Odwal się. Nie mam pochodni.
I feel quite hungry.
That's more like it. Now, on your way.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Sameen's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to ask at Sameen, like you wanted. Lord Sameen and his captain went off to track down the cart, and they found it in the end.
I hope you offered your help.
Of course.
No tak pół na pół im
Wouldn't have looked good
pomogłem.
otherwise.
For sure. But what about them
Powiedzmy.
pair?
They hanged Venser and kept Franzi as a hand. Seems like he was innocent.
God's nails, I don't know. That Franzi had a sneaky look about him. I'd be very surprised if he wasn't in on it from the start.
I think they'd have knocked the truth out of him.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semeen's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning.
Dostałem napierśnik
You must have seen
do
Agnes,
zbroi.
the bailiff's daughter, when you were in
Nareszcie.
Truskowitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Semeen is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semeen. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
Yeah. And I hope she'll wait. Her name's Teresa. Her uncle owns a mill on the river in Ratai.
A girl from the mill? You want to watch out for them types. You might get caught up in devilry, lad. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. All the more so when you're noble born. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. But that's all I know.
With the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tale.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like... I know he has a hut.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. But in return, you'll get me invited to Semin's wedding.
If it means so much to you, come and see Betty from the... She'll definitely tell you more about Henry, the best sword in the world.
Dobra, ale to już będzie przy okazji następnego odcinka, więc trzymajcie się, na razie, pa i cześć!